I swear, anytime I say that we're going to throw it to a break or something, or that it's going to take a little bit for this next matchup to start, I am instantly making myself eat my words. Sure enough, we're going to be getting started extremely quickly. The teams, as you may have heard already, in lobby, ready to go. Just a matter of time before we get started, and sure enough, there's the opening bell. So here we go. Oakland University versus St. Clair College and not OPSC, I've been talking too many other matchups in UCEA action here. Of course, playoff matchup. This is the one that we have been waiting for. Oakland's been looking on fire so far in these playoff series. It's going to be a tough opponent, especially when they can essentially score from anywhere on the field. Sonic Boom starting things off strong, is able to clear it from his own crease all the way into the St. Clair net. Of course, on the Oakland University side, we have Sonic Boom, we have Raz, and we have, I think that's J3. Then for St. Clair, of course, no substitutions, no switching up here. Same old squad coming in. Kamal, Fusion, and Kariz looking to make this happen. But we already see that the quality, the caliber of this Oakland team could be very, very different from what we were just playing with Florida Southern. As right now, Oakland University starting off strong. Kamal dumps and chase right below, centering shot off the crossbar. J3 just getting the slightest of touches to make sure that hits that crossbar. Very, very close shot. Sonic Boom and Fusion in the center, making things a little bit messy. Kamal going to be met by J3, but that's a bad bounce actually for the side of Oakland, but they're going to be able to push it aside. Fusion stops Raz as he was charging in. Fusion plays it slow, but Raz came back to make sure they can continue the pressure. Not going to let Fusion play with it. We know that's when he's dangerous. Him and Kamal both extremely dangerous if left alone with the ball. A little bit of a kerfuffle there around the boost, actually messing up both of the St. Clair members, stopping either of them from getting that boost. And this is going to be allowing the Oakland University squad to move forward with this ball. Fusion going to try and make something happen. Pops up to Kariz. Sonic Boom going to shut that down, however. Kamal up high to meet it, but Raz puts it into the corner. Sonic Boom not going to be able to get a piece of it. And Kamal trying to push it forward with control. Gets it to the back. Centering attempt is not going to meet any bumpers from St. Clair. Instead, Sonic Boom going to dump and chase into the St. Clair zone where it's met by Fusion. Fusion dumps and chases into the Oakland zone. Passes it back to Kariz. Kariz to Kamal. Not going to find it. J3 with the interception. Fusion slows it down just outside of his crease. Puts it up high, but one of the Oakland members was ready and waiting. Kamal forced to come back to a group as he puts it into the corner. Centering pass here to Fusion, but Fusion's a little far away. Was not able to make contact with it. Kamal, on the other hand, comes back from defense and drills it towards the net. Could not get it low enough, however. Kariz off the backboard. Going to be pushed aside. J3 from the other side. Going to dump it all the way in. Kamal going to take to the skies and try to pass it off to Fusion, but Raz going to get involved and shut that down. Kariz and Fusion in the Oakland zone. Raz up high. Makes it out of the zone. Keeps out of the crease at least. J3 once again trying to carry it out, but intercepted by Kariz. We still have 2 minutes left in this game. And Saints have, it felt like they've been in the zone of Oakland for the most part in this game, but they've not found themselves any fantastic shooting opportunities. This very well could change though. Kariz puts it on target, but Raz is just going to push it aside. Kamal centers. Fusion, shot on target off the crossbar. This crossbar has robbed the Saints maybe 3 or 4 times so far in this game to varying degrees. And that was the best chance they've had so far this game. But unfortunately, just getting taken down. Just over a minute left. Shot by Sonic Boom, going to be stopped by Kamal, who then tries to clear this out, but J3 makes contact with it. Actually ends up going towards his own net, but Raz going to push it aside. Teammate takedown here is Raz and Sonic Boom, making things a little bit messy. In the St. Clair zone, Kariz is going to try and push it aside, but Raz is going to keep it stuck in that St. Clair zone. Nice little check there, actually, from Raz. Just going to rattle Kamal for the moment. But Fusion, he's got an opportunity. He's going to pass it down. Chris, redirection in the net. Ties it up 1-1. Fantastic pass from Fusion all the way from the skies up on the boards. And just enough of a tap there from Chris to redirect that right into the corner. And now we have ourselves a tie game. This second matchup of the night, this playoff game between the Saints and Oakland, looking fantastic so far. We are in for a treat. This one might go all the way if they keep going like this anyway. 30 seconds, but this is a dangerous shot there. Sonic Boom actually pushed it wide. So a blessing in disguise there for St. Clair. Kamal slows it down. 18 seconds left on the clock. Overtime right around the corner unless they can get a finisher. This is going to be pop fly across the crease. Fusion knocks it back across. Kamal, no, it's Kariz actually, in the corner with J3 fighting for it along the boards. Pushes it forward. Kamal, shot, stopped by Raz. Just a matter of next time this ball hits the ground, overtime is going to be right around the corner. Fusion would have put it on target, but it is going to hit the ground first. So overtime, sudden death rules here in the UCEA Rocket League playoffs. Next goal wins no matter how long this takes. We'll have to see this crazy back and forth matchup. How long will this one go? And a huge demo actually coming out here from J3. Shut down Fusion, who was working the defensive side of things. But their shots have been going wide just to the side of the post. And Sonic Boom puts it forward as well, goes above. Fusion going to try and clear it. Raz, this is actually the complete opposite from what we've been seeing pretty much all game. Now it's Oakland University pushing it forward and keeping it in the St. Clair zone. And just as I say that, commentator's curse, centering attempt here for St. Clair, but to Sonic Boom with the forecheck, taking down both Kamal and Fusion within a few seconds of each other, but not Kariz. And Kariz left alone. Shot goes wide. Rebound off the crossbar again, but Kamal finishes it off. The fourth teammate. That crossbar has robbed St. Clair so many times, but thankfully the finisher coming out here from Kamal to make sure they do not get robbed once again. Fantastic game between these two, and guess what, everybody? That was just game one. We still have plenty more to go in this matchup. So many shots by St. Clair. It's absolutely ridiculous. I did not get an opportunity to actually count that, but it was over 10 at least. I think it was like 13 shots. Meanwhile, Oakland University had 2. That being said, one of those converted. So the conversion rate is 50%, which is still fantastic. But it's absolutely crazy to think about how much pressure St. Clair was putting on in this first game. That being said, like, Oakland University was doing a fantastic job of just constantly mitigating the offense. As we now get ready, game 2 underway. It's starting off actually in the St. Clair zone. We do see a lot of pressure coming out. Kamal with a good stop, shut down that attempt. Out of boost, however, is going to just throw himself into the pile of Oakland players. J3 shot, going to be stopped by Fusion. To Sonic Boom, stopped by Kamal. And Kariz tries to clear it out, but didn't actually get a piece of it. Fusion low on boost, but he's going to be able to get there just in time. Kamal pretty much extremely low as well. Shot on target. Fusion makes sure that he pushes it too high and hits the crossbar. Raz from center carries it in. Going to be colliding with Fusion. Rebound by J3 off the post. Rebound from Sonic Boom off the crossbar. Maybe a little bit of extra crossbar karma coming out here for the Saints, considering how many times they were denied in that last game. The crossbar showing that he is complete, or that the crossbar is completely neutral here in this game. An equal opportunity scorer of goals is that crossbar, apparently. In the neutral zone, we have Raz Kamal fighting for it, but it puts it into the St. Clair zone. That was an awkward bounce, actually, going directly towards the St. Clair net. But Kamal stops it for the time being. Fusion going to stop a follow-up to Sonic Boom. Centering attempt. Kariz pushes it out, but it's going to get intercepted by Raz. Bit of a back and forth in the corner of the St. Clair zone. J3 into the crease with it. Going to put it wide. Fusion slowing it down, passes it back to Kamal. Shot would have been on target. Raz forced to go up and stop it. J3 off the roof, tries to pass it down. Kamal makes collision, and it's going to be Chris dumping it into the Oakland zone. All with control at the neutral zone, but it's actually going to be pushed aside. Bit of a dump and chase attempt there from Oakland University, but now it's gone completely the other direction. Shot by Chris, going to get collided with. J3 now from center, carries it, tries to get an additional flip onto that, but could not quite redirect it as he wished. Sonic Boom controlling it at center, actually going to be denied by Kamal, and now just gets dumped into the Oakland zone, and St. Clair going to take a breather for a second. Sonic Boom with the demo. We've seen him do that pretty consistently so far in this matchup. That's like his 4th demo of the series at least. Centering attempt from J3. Raz was thinking about it, couldn't get all of it, but he actually still got control of it after a whiffed clearing attempt. And to Sonic Boom, going to get Oakland University on the board first here in this second game. After the clearing attempt, I believe it was from Kamal, did not get as much as he wished. And it went right down to Raz. Raz to the Sonic Boom, and that's going to be the goal just past the halfway point. Off the face-off, Fusion and J3 battling it out in the neutral zone. Kariz with control in his own zone, trying to get it past Raz. Not going to be the case, so. Big kerfuffle here in the center. But Fusion gets a piece of it, centers it. It's going to be taken away from J3. Ball still in the St. Clair zone now. Raz going to try and drop this thing right in the center of the St. Clair crease, but it's going to be taken aside. J3 continuing the pressure, however, from the side of Oakland University. Into Sonic Boom on defense as well. Raz goes up to meet Fusion, who's up in the rooftops. Kariz tries to make the one-timer, but could not find it. Fusion, though, looking for an attempt as well. Collided with the defense, and that's an unlucky bounce there for St. Clair. Holy smokes, you hate to see it. Raz going to find himself on the board after the clearing attempt. Bounces off of the St. Clair player and puts it dead center of the net. Oakland University in prime position to push ourselves to a 1-1 tie going into game number 3. Still a minute 10 or so left in the clock. Kamal almost had an opportunity right off the face-off. If they can get some quick goals, they very well could bring this back. 2 goals is definitely not impossible after this point. But with how back and forth and how few shots St. Clair have been able to get on target in this match so far, it is going to be a tall task. They may have a ton of shots, but I've not felt like a lot of these shots being that threatening as of yet. That being said, Chris trying to change that as he bounces it off the crossbar. Unlucky. Raz slow in the St. Clair zone. Tries to center it to J3. Pushed it a little bit too far, however. Stuck in the neutral zone. Kariz clears. Fusion redirects, but kind of put it off to the far side. Off the takedown to Sonic Boom goes down. A little bit of a revenge or so. Shot barely going to be wide. Raz getting back just in time. But the clock ticking down. Hopes for game number 2 here for St. Clair have gone dry. They may be able to find one, but even at that, it's not going to be enough to win this game. And it's going to be Oakland University going to answer back right away, finding themselves on the board, getting 2 goals in this second game. Going to tie this up 1-1. Quite the exciting one that we do have between these 2 teams so far. Back and forth battles between both of these players, or both of these teams rather. This time the tables seemed to flip a little bit. It felt like Oakland had all the pressure in the world compared to what game number 1 was doing, where St. Clair had like 13 shots or something. This time the shot difference was 8 from Oakland to 3 from St. Clair. So maybe Oakland found the opportunity they were needing to get all warmed up, maybe made the adjustments necessary to make sure that they can stop this St. Clair offense. And St. Clair definitely looked uncomfortable in that second game. We'll have to see if they can clean themselves up here as game 3 is now underway. Off the face-off, we go into the St. Clair zone. Kind of stuck for the moment. Fusion in the corner with it, trying to get it out of here. Raz goes up top. Actually is able to get a centering job done, but nobody home. Kamal's just going to clear it over. J3 is going to redirect it into his own corner. Was looking for Raz, I think, but could not quite get it to him. Ball pop fly in the crease once again, but J3 going to push it forward. Looks to get a shot off. It does go wide, just straight up above the St. Clair net. Met by Kamal, but he passed it down right onto the bumper of Raz. Raz to J3. The Fusion with a good stop there. And Sonic Boom goes down. Kamal not going to let Sonic Boom just demo him over and over again. Fusion shot on target. Going to be stopped by J3. From center. This one looks deadly, but it's going to be Kamal getting back there just in time to make sure that he can shut that one down. Ball over to Kriz. Carries it into the crease, but Raz is ready and waiting. And Sonic Boom with a bit of a revenge shot there onto Fusion. Just needs a revenge shot onto Kamal next, and then he's basically caught back up. The enforcer of sorts, but somehow, actually, this got a little bit messy here for Oakland. Pop fly ball in their crease. They've not been able to clear it. Fusion shot attempts, goes wide. Can he get his own rebound? He has boost to do it. But does he want to blow it right now? He gives it a shot, but it's actually going to be taken away. So all of St. Clair all tried to stop that in its tracks, but a huge save from Kamal after a huge shooting attempt from J3. Barely not going to find this one this time. Raz takes down Kamal, and now J3 wide open. Just has to line it up. A bit of an awkward spot. He hit the post, then it bounced off Kriz. But it's going to be Fusion who's going to try and flip it over Raz. It's going to be successful in doing so, but Sonic Boom going to cover him from the skies. Kamal dumps into the corner. Raz going to try and pass it off to Sonic Boom, who puts it into the St. Clair zone. A fast centering attempt comes out, but Kriz going to stop it. Back into the Oakland University zone. Raz in his own corner trying to hang on for the moment, but Kriz had enough pressure to make him pass it aside over to J3. Fusion centers, but it's going to be collided with. Kriz's shot is not going to be successful. Fusion's shot, however, going to be successful, but blocked by J3. Kriz centers. Is there a St. Clair member available? That's going to be the shot from Fusion, but Raz going to shut that down, and they're going to be able to take this the other way now. Kriz the only one back. Fusion blowing everything he can to get back in the position. Might not have a whole lot in the tank to try and get this stopped. Kriz and Kamal both go up for it and stop it, but Sonic Boom keeps it in the St. Clair zone. It's 3 minutes into this third game, and so far still no goals from either side. Both of them playing their absolute hearts out. This is what we love to see in the UCEA playoffs. Of course, both these teams fighting for a top 4 position. Sit themselves nice and pretty in the semifinals. Of course, nobody wants to stop here. Top 8 is nice, but why be top 8 when you can be top 4? You see Raz, breakout attempt, puts the ball wide. He's going to be the first to get there. Centering pass to Sonic Boom, but Kriz and Fusion going to help clear that aside. Just over a minute left in this game. Kamal dump and chase into the corner, but it's going to be picked up by Raz. J3 getting aggressive now, and this has got 2 demos back to back here, one on each side. Got to be careful. One bad demo could leave the net wide open. All players on these teams making sure that they're not stationary. There's no just standing in net and being goaltender, because you will absolutely be taken down. Kamal, breakout opportunity versus J3. He is able to gather up a bunch of boosts. Might be able to go up high, but it's actually going to be Kriz who goes up high instead. Dumps it down. Fusion shot. Huge save by Sonic Boom. Centering attempt now from Kamal. J3 with another save. I swear I've been saying that so many times in this game. He's been an absolute defensive powerhouse in this third match. Shot on target, but Fusion, that redirection, stopping the rebound attempt. Kriz now going the other way with it. Oakland going to be able to gather it up, however. Shot on target. Is somebody home? Kamal is there to make the save. Time ticking down. One more shot will be on the docket here. Kriz makes the shot, but it's going to be stopped. Raz going to make the save. This is going to be our second overtime that we've seen in this set already. Of course, this is a best-of-5 matchup, so it doesn't matter necessarily, or it does matter, of course, you're going into the game putting a match point onto the other team, but it's not all said and done if this doesn't go in the way of either team's favor. But you want to be sitting in Game 4 with that advantage. And the fact that these teams are so close is absolutely fantastic. The post going to get involved. Fusion with the rebound, though. He's going to be able to get the overtime winner after a solid demo. I believe, where did this come from? Chris just passed it off the backboard and went right for the defender, takes him off the table. And that is going to be a successful victory here for St. Clair in game number 3. Anytime it's gone to overtime, it has been all St. Clair. Of course, overtime winner scored by Fusion, assisted by Chris in terms of the pass as well as that demo. So holy smokes, do we have ourselves quite the series here today. Fantastic job from both teams. St. Clair looking fantastic, putting themselves in position to possibly move themselves into the top 4 if they can get one more victory on this Oakland University team. Oakland's had a fantastic season, though, and I know they don't want it to stop here. So we're going to be hopping right into it. Game number 4. Oakland needs to pull something out of a hat right here, right now. Otherwise, season is donezo. And that's not what they want to see. Fusion going to find himself a goal nice and quick. 8 seconds into this after Chris bounces it off the crossbar. The solid pass, and it's going to be putting it dead center. Oakland might be shook. I mean, I know these teams, it's a stressful situation being stuck into overtime, let alone having to do it twice. And then that extra little feeling in your gut knowing that last time we were in overtime, we didn't close it out. And it kind of bit them again in that third matchup. But St. Clair capitalizing nice and fast. And with it being so early, too, they can not necessarily feel comfortable, but they'll definitely feel better knowing that it's not all relying on one goal as of this moment. Can they hang on to this, however? Will their play style change? Will they be more defensive, or will they continue to try and get as aggressive as possible? We do see them trying to push it forward at least, but it's been kind of stuck in their zone ever since the goal. Korea's going to try and make something happen, though. Off the backboard, where's Fusion? It seems to be the play right here, right now. You have Kamal pretty much always on defense of some sort. Then Fusion and Korea's trying to play it off each other. You see Fusion shot to Chris, and that's going to be huge. A second goal coming into the favor of St. Clair, but they're going to switch it up this time. This time, it's going to be Kamal to Fusion, and then Chris splits the defense, puts it in between them both, and now we have ourselves a 2-0 game in favor of St. Clair. These games have been extremely low scoring, and the fact that we're going to force Oakland to try and get 2 nice and quick, make that 3. Everybody from St. Clair getting on the board after a nice pass from Chris over to Kamal. This is where he likes to be, dead center. The one-time shot going to get past to Sonic Boom. And that's just it. We see Kamal on defense pretty consistently, but that is his opportunity to strike. Anytime it's dead center, right outside the crease. Pop fly like that, it seems like that's just his perfect comfort zone. And in Game 4, St. Clair in position to run away with the series after what has been an absolute banger of a back-and-forth battle. That being said, though, there's still plenty of time on the clock, and J3 is reminding me of that after the solo play. It says it's assisted by Raz. I didn't see where it happened, but yeah, he was able to dance around all of St. Clair through the skies like an X-Wing but a car. Just able to keep that thing going. And now we have ourselves a 3-1 game. I mean, St. Clair's probably as happy as can be right now, but they cannot sleep on this squad. It was a back-and-forth game for the entire series for a reason. It is definitely equal in skill. They cannot let off on the gas at any point here in this matchup. Otherwise, this could flip extremely easily. 2 goals is not that much of a difference here, especially with just under 3 minutes to go. Chris, though, going to be putting it towards a centering attempt, but Fusion completely misses the mark, so it's going to allow Raz and the rest of the Oakland University squad to move forward with it. But a good clear coming out from, that was Kamal, I believe. Pop fly in the crease of Oakland. Good save by Sonic Boom. Can he stop Fusion? He's not going to be able to. Fusion finding his second goal of the game. Sonic Boom bops it up, and he sees him coming. He's trying to use the boost right here, but a wise move from Fusion to knock it down instead of straight forward. Gets it past one, and in fact was able to find the defender of Oakland University to kind of even assist him a little bit with that shot. So St. Clair really turning it up in this last game, and it's not looking pretty here for the Oakland University squad after a fantastic back-and-forth matchup. Granted, there's still a lot of time, but right now, St. Clair, with all the pressure in the world, clearing attempt from J3 did not go anywhere. Fusion knocks it down off the post. Raz getting a piece of it. Rebound from Kariz up top. Puts it back after getting his own rebounds, but it's going to go into the bumper of J3. Kamal tries to just brute force it forward. Does put it onto the backboard where Sonic Boom is ready and waiting. J3 gets the control of it. Sonic Boom received the pass, but then was instantly blitzed by one of the St. Clair players. Fusion, a slow centering ball, not going to find it. Kariz going to just hold it, keeps it up high. Of course, one of the best ways to just kill off time, it feels like, in this game. Just keep it up high and keep yourself right there so you can always just hit it again if necessary. And just watch as the clock ticks down. Oftentimes feels like the ball is in slow motion when it's up in the skies, and that's exactly what St. Clair want to see to secure themselves this playoff advancement. And that demo was actually clutch as well. That is going to be goal number 2 here for Kamal. Second time he strikes from the crease right in the center. The perfect demo coming out as well. Just going to allow Kamal the easy peasy shot right through the center. Minute left on the clock, a 4-goal deficit here for Oakland University. It is looking like the Saints are going to move forward here in these playoffs. And let's get the Hattie, why don't we? Beautiful flip by Fusion, puts it right over the defenders, gets it off the ball, and just enough of a flip to just make Raz just hate himself for that one, to say the least. Could not get a piece of it, did not have the boost to do so. 6-1. An absolute mentality destroyer, I think. The 2 overtime losses might have shooken them up, especially that last one, to the point where this doesn't feel like the normal Oakland University team that we've saw in those last 3 games. Like, St. Clair have definitely made adjustments and whatnot, but the passes don't seem to be there. The shots aren't there either. For this side of Oakland University, they have 30 seconds to try and pull off the miracle comeback. But you know St. Clair is going to stall it up as much as possible if they can get control of the ball. And in fact, they're going to carry it into the Oakland zone right here, right now. The Sonic Boom is ready back there and waiting. And actually, Raz getting the check onto Kamal. But as the timer ticks down, that is going to do it. No chance to come back now. As soon as that ball hits the ground, that will do it. St. Clair College going to be moving forward in these UCEA playoffs, moving over into the semifinals, which of course means they are in the top 4 of the entire league. Goals from that game for St. Clair, you have 3 from Fusion, 1 from Kariz, 2 from Kamal, and the only goal on the side of Oakland University was from J3. That was quite the fantastic series nonetheless. It was crazy how different that last game was compared to the rest of the series. St. Clair just absolutely took off, and now they're going to be in fantastic position. A fantastic season nonetheless, but now they got themselves into the top 4 of the UCEA playoffs. Fantastic feature in itself. It's just a matter of time before we figure out who our opponent is. We'll probably know, and we'll get to post that on social media sometime soon. So if you have not done so already, be sure to follow not only the Twitch channel if you haven't already, but our Saints Gaming CA social medias, whether that be Twitter, Facebook, or our VOD library on YouTube. Be sure to follow all that so you don't miss whatever the next match is. Part of me feels like that might be Northwood, which, of course, has been an absolute thorn in this Rocket League team's side. So you know they want to get revenge, especially after 2 nights ago. There is still one more match if they all show up. I'm just getting the confirmation here right now. We go back to play versus. There's going to be one more game tonight in play versus regular season action. This one was the big one of sorts because it was the playoff game. But there is still plenty more action here to come for our Rocket League squad. Going to take a quick break, confirm which team we're playing later on this evening. But as you can hear, they're actually already starting to get things going, so this shouldn't be too long. Normally, as soon as I throw to a break, they hop into a lobby or something. We'll have to see if that actually is the case. But of course, big thank you to Zekelman School of Business and IT, St. Clair College, the St. Clair College Alumni Association, St. Clair SRC, PC Outlet, and Tim Hortons for making the St. Clair Saints possible. And big thank you to all the fans out there, whether you're here for Oakland or whether you're here for St. Clair, help or supporting your teams, your classmates, family members, your friends. It's always a pleasure. And thank you for letting me into your life one way or another via commentating this match. It's always a pleasure being able to commentate and broadcast these matches here for you, night in and night out. But with that, we'll be right back. Going to figure out which team we're playing first, and then we'll get into the game shortly after that. Stay tuned. It probably won't be very long.